December 8, 1941. Hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor, another target came under fire. Wake Island. A remote coral atoll in the Central Pacific. Barely 2.5 miles long. No deep defenses. No reinforcements nearby. Yet it sat on a strategic route between Hawaii and Guam. Whoever controlled it could project air power across the Pacific. The American garrison was small. 449 U.S. Marines from the 1st Defense Battalion. Their role, coastal artillery and ground defense. 68 U.S. Navy personnel handled communications and base operations. 5 U.S. Army signalmen operated long-range radio equipment. Around 1,146 civilian contractors from Morrison-Knudsen were building the airfield and infrastructure. They were not combat troops, but many would later assist in defense roles. Weapons were limited. 6 5-inch coastal defense guns. 12 3-inch anti-aircraft guns. Heavy and light machine guns. And 12 F-4F Wildcat fighters from Marine Fighting Squadron VMF 211. Their mission: intercept incoming aircraft and defend the airspace. The first Japanese strike came immediately. 36 Mitsubishi G-3M bombers from bases in the Marshall Islands attacked the airfield. The Wildcats were parked wingtip to wingtip. 7 were destroyed in minutes. Fuel dumps ignited. Buildings collapsed. The island's air defense was reduced to just 4 operational fighters. Japanese planners expected the island to fall quickly. Rear Admiral Sadamaki Kajioka led the first invasion force. 2 light cruisers, 6 destroyers, 2 patrol boats, and transports carrying roughly 450 troops from the Special Naval Landing Force. Their objective: seize the airfield and secure the atoll. On December 11th, the ships approached the island. The coastal batteries remained silent as the distance closed. At around 4,500 yards, the Marines opened fire. The destroyer Hate was hit and exploded. It became one of the first Japanese naval losses of the Pacific War. Other ships maneuvered under fire. Bombs dropped from the remaining Wildcats. One struck destroyer Kisaragi. Her depth charges detonated, and the ship sank. The Japanese force withdrew. The landing failed. It was an unexpected setback. Wake Island remained contested. Over the next several days, Japanese aircraft bombed the atoll repeatedly. The remaining Wildcats were gradually destroyed. Ammunition stocks decreased. Defensive positions were damaged. No immediate reinforcements arrived. A U.S. relief attempt centered around the aircraft carrier USS Saratoga was launched but later recalled due to concerns about Japanese carrier forces in the area. Japan prepared a second, larger assault. This time, the invasion included aircraft carriers Soryu and Hiryu for air cover. Heavy cruisers and additional destroyers joined the force. Around 1,500 Special Naval Landing Force troops were assigned to capture the island. The objective was clear: overwhelm the defenders and secure the base. Before dawn on December 23, landing craft approached from multiple directions. Naval bombardment hit defensive positions. Japanese troops reached the beaches and pushed inland. Fighting broke out across the islets. Machine gun fire, rifles, grenades, and close-quarters combat. Civilian contractors assisted by carrying ammunition and evacuating wounded. Japanese units infiltrated gaps between defensive positions. Communication lines were cut. Individual strongpoints fought in isolation. Some coastal guns were destroyed or abandoned. Air support from Japanese carriers continued overhead. By mid-morning, organized resistance collapsed. Command structures were disrupted. Ammunition nearly exhausted. Japanese troops controlled key parts of the airfield and lagoon area. At approximately 8 a.m., the American commanders ordered surrender. The battle lasted just over 2 weeks. Japanese losses included 2 destroyers sunk and several ships damaged. Casualties were estimated at roughly 700 killed and wounded across both assaults. American losses included 52 Marines killed, dozens wounded, and the entire garrison captured. The civilian contractors were also taken prisoner. Wake Island remained under Japanese control for nearly 4 years. It became a forward outpost for Japan's Pacific defensive perimeter. The captured personnel were used for forced labor. Conditions were harsh. In October 1943, following U.S. air raids, 98 American civilian prisoners were executed by Japanese forces. The Battle of Wake Island was small in scale but intense. A remote airstrip. Limited forces. 2 invasion attempts. Naval losses. Airstrikes. And close-range fighting across narrow strips of coral. When it ended, the island changed hands. But the battle showed how even isolated outposts could become contested flashpoints in the opening days of the Pacific War.